Got a new toy, y'all. Got the last MPC I think I'm gonna get. The 2500. This boy right here.
You're a big dummy there. I'm not kidding you. You're a big dummy.
The Alchemist. Favorite MPC. If only I can make that heat that he makes on this.
You are either lying or you're stupid. I'm stupid.
Anyhow, my first experience with the 2500 was right after I bought my 1000, this is not that model. I've been sold it way back in probably 2010. Right after I bought this, I started seeing advertisements for the 2500, and I was like, I don't see the point. After I saw the specs, I liked this one better. It was smaller. I didn't have a lot of room at my workstation, and this just, of course, it didn't have the screen back then. This worked for me, so I didn't feel the need to get the 2500. The 1000 worked for me, and that's the time when the DAWs, the DAWs, were coming into fashion. So I was using Ableton, I was using FL Studio along with the MPC. So I didn't feel the need to get it, but now that I bought it, I like it. The 4000 came out 4 years before this, and it still surpasses this, but this is a nice follow-up. This is more like the evolution of the 2000 XL rather than the 4000. And with this, another time, I know guys, Guitar Center, the used section, really should probably stay away from it. And I haven't learned my lesson since my 3 5000s I bought. And with this one though, everything works. It's just missing some stuff. It's missing some screws on the front, on both sides, and it has this broken part right here, which wasn't in the pictures. And when I got it and opened it, I was like, WTF. But I found this side panel for like $13. It's not that bad. I only paid $650 for this. And with this one, everything works on it. It just has some cosmetic blemishes. And I have a bunch of these 1000 buttons, so I have to replace some of these buttons. Like this mode button is kind of loose. The main button kind of sticks. But as far as that, everything works. All the inputs, all the outputs, everything works. So, a little disappointed with the cosmetic condition of it. Some cracks. The plastic, there are some cracks. Bunch of scratches, but as far as the functionality, everything works, so it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna keep this and just make it better. I enjoy that part of it anyway, the tinkering, just making something that's less than perfect. And I don't know if this will ever get back to perfect condition, but it's perfect as I'm willing to make it. So I'll replace the plastic. I saw a case, the white limited edition case. Saw one of those for like $50. So it's not the end of the world to turn this into one of the white limited edition MPC 2500s. So let me see. It was released in 2005. In between the 1000 and the 500, this boy right here. Man, I got a bunch of MPCs. I need to get rid of some of these. All right, and in my opinion, it's a slightly beefier 1000. Like if you had a 1000, there's no need to upgrade to the 2500. It has 8 outputs and 2 digital outs, so it gives you a total of 10 outputs. It has a bunch of filters on it, 2 Q-Link faders, 2 Q-Link knobs. You can add a hard drive to it, which you can also add that to the 1000, and you can also add it to the older 4000. You can add a CD drive or CDR, CDRW drive to it. You could do that in the 4000. It came out 4 years before it. You can connect it to a computer to transfer files. It has FX. You don't have to buy a special effects board for it, like in some of the older MPCs. The effects are built in. It has mix automation. And has, as I said, it has the built-in CF card reader so you could transfer your files. They work exactly the same as the 1000, so you could pull a CF card directly from the 1000 into the 2500. So it works that way. Let's get that in there. And mode load. Couple samples loaded up. I like that. I'll slow that way down. Look, you don't even need to add drums to that. Got the drums. Go back to main. All right, let's see if we can just see how it sounds with the drums before I start really chopping. Lazy man way. I think it's break 5. Program was break 6, I think. Let's go into, let me see, step editor or grid editor. All right, back to main. Get the drums. What are they? Break 5. I meant to take that off. All right, I'm gonna add one more change up to this. We got the main loop, which is really just a sample. It's just a chop for a little change up. Let's see if I can get a third one in. 3, and let's go down to the program. I think it's break 6. go to, where we at? Where's the grid at it? Gotta put it on full for this. Oh shit. I can work with that. All right, let's get the song. And that's as far as I've got. And I know I've been missing from these videos. I got sick at the beginning of the year, and also my businesses were suffering. You know, I make apps. That's how I make the vast majority of my money. I also renovate properties in the city. I had a property that I had a closing that was in jeopardy. So I had to put everything down and make sure that closed to get all my money back. And I get the most enjoyment from the MPC videos, but they don't make money. I get a check for Peloton, how to change the seat video. I get so many comments on that video. I can't believe that many people watch that and that many people want to change their Peloton seat. So don't have a bunch of time. Like I love sitting around making beats. If I could do it all day and get paid for it, that would be ideal for me. Like, you couldn't have told me driving home with my very first beat machine, the ASRX, and I usually just show a picture, but I got it now. Driving home with this boy in my passenger seat, I was so happy and so proud. You couldn't have told me at that time in 2002, 2003, maybe 2004, I can't remember. And I can't find pictures. Like, where was all the phones back then? But you couldn't have told me at that time that I wasn't gonna be like the next DJ Premier, the next Dr. Dre. Like, that was my goal. Like, if anything would have told me like that wasn't gonna happen, I would have been surprised. Like, you couldn't have told me that wouldn't be, and it wasn't a money thing. It was just something I loved, and I was in school. I was already married and had kids. I was getting my undergrad. Like, I would have put all of that down. Well, no, not all that. Wouldn't have abandoned my family, but I would have put the school down just to make beats if I could have fed my family off of it. You couldn't have begun to tell me that I would end up making, money from what I learned in school from being an engineer. And I so wanted just to be a producer. It was just my dream that never happened. Like, Raisin in the Sun. Langston, is it Langston Hughes? I don't remember. But Raisin in the Sun, you couldn't tell me that dream wasn't gonna happen, that it would just fester. But I still live that dream in my office. I still make beats. Like, I haven't had a lot of time to make them now, but I still love it. And not to mention, I haven't even opened this boy yet. I think I've had it for maybe 60 days. I can't remember when it came out, but I haven't even opened it yet. Got this 37. I just haven't had the time. I've been doing so much stuff. I don't have a lot more content. Like, I've had every MPC. I started with, well, I'll just lay them down the line. I didn't start with this one. I got the MPC 60, the Make 1. I refused to get the Make 2, the big plasticky cash register Make 2. Reminds me of my Tesla Model X. It's just so much plastic everywhere. So I refused to get that one. But let me see, MPC 60, I got MPC 3000. I got a 2000 Classic, which I know I kinda, in the video, kinda crapped on it a little bit, but I like it. I got the 2000 XL, got the 4000, and I made some upgrades to that too. That's another video. It's one of my last videos I'll probably make. I have the 1000, which I did everything to. I don't even know where I put it. I put this big screen on it, and it's battery powered. It's just battery charged right now. Let me see. Yep, battery charged. So I put a battery in it. I made this into a Live 2, or I guess a Live 1 without the speaker. Cut this off. What comes after this? The 2500. I got that. That's my newest MPC. I have the 5000. I have the 500, which I like this too. If you're just in the mood to make some quick beats, get some ideas down, this is not that bad at all. As a lot of people didn't like this when it came out, but it's efficient. I'm really at the end of the MPC journey. Like, I still use them and make beats in my private time, in the privacy of my home, but I really don't have any more to buy or talk about. I've had everyone, and I don't talk about sound a lot because sound is subjective. Like, some people might like the sound of the 60, some people might like the sound, most people like the sound of the 3000 or the 2000 XL. Or no one likes the sound of the newer ones. They say they're kind of flat, but that's a subjective thing. Like, our ears hear things different. But yeah, so sound is very subjective to the ear. And while I have an MPC 60, I love the sound of it. I still think the 3000 just sounds better to me. But I think the 2000 XL doesn't have a bad sound. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but if you put them together, if I sample a kick, a snare into both of them, most people wouldn't be able to tell which one came from which. So that is subjective. I leave that alone. But getting to the end of the MPC journey, like, I don't know if I want to make the videos for the cook-up videos. Like, you record like some beats you're working on for hours, 1 hour, 2 hours. You know, you get the shell of the beat together, the blueprint, but you got to fill it in. And that takes time, and I don't know if editing those are a nightmare to me. I can do the comparison videos. I did a video comparing the MPC 1 versus the MPC 1000 with JJOS operating system, and that was a nightmare to me. Making that video it took so much time. I recorded so much footage, and then it's only the video I wound it down to, I think, like 15 minutes, where it really should have been more like 30 minutes for good coverage, but I try to get videos to under 15 minutes. So that was my thought with that. Nah, I don't know if I want to make any more of those. They take so much time and so little rewards. You got to do a cost-benefit analysis on those. That's it for the MPC 2500. I got it. I like it. It has a nice sound to it. It's solid. It's the same as the 5000 to me. It just doesn't have the built-in synthesizer. And that's it. Thanks for watching.